Hello, everybody. My name's Brian, and welcome back to We Learn Nothing. This is Modern Death and Taxes. Even though Legacy Death and Taxes is an amazing place right now, that's not what I'm playing. I'm playing Modern Death and Taxes, which is a Tier 7 deck. Death and Taxes is one of those decks that, by its very nature and by its very name, is supposed to be something that's resilient. It can stick around regardless. However, it's not in the best place right now for a variety of reasons, but it does have a new toy in Even Interrupter, which essentially allows you to delay a spell by a single turn. So pretty much you take a spell and you plot it on your opponent. So you make it go away, but plotting means they can play it on the next turn for free. Now, Even Interrupter does make them spend 2 mana to play it, and maybe you can chain together things, but pretty much it's just a delay. And in fact, I wonder if this is better than Reprieve, but essentially Aether Vial means you can vial it in, so let's go ahead and try that. Now you will notice essentially Aven Interrupter took the place of Flicker Wisp in this list. This is a list I found online. As of the time of recording, it was the last list to go 5-0 in Mitgo, which is why I'm going to be toying around with it today. We're going to be doing some one-on-one matches because I might want to tinker with this in between rounds. If I do, you will see that. But yeah, other than that, pretty standard stuff. We have some kind of utility lands in Ajano Castle to try and save Thalia, Ajano Seat of the Empire to deal some damage, Ghost Quarters to combo with our Leonin Arbiters, along with Volatile Faults. Now, Volatile Faults, as opposed to Demolition Fields or Field of Ruin, because it doesn't make us have to search our library, so we can just blow one of their things up and we get our treasure. Just a whole bunch of planes, silent clearings to draw cards. Ephemerates to help things like our Stoneforge Mystics, as well as protect our creatures. Aven Interrupter also likes being ephemerated. Solitudes like being ephemerated. Giver of Runes to protect our creatures. Vials to cheat things in. Arbiters to stop our opponent's fetches. Stoneforge Mystics to get our 3 equipments, Sword of Fire and Ice, Sword of Light and Shadow, and finally the big bad Cauldron Complete. 4 Thalias, because she is the taxes to the Death and Taxes. She is also my girl Friday. She's going to be here all the time. And that's the main. Oh, and there's a couple of Skyclave Apparitions and a Boar Archons of Amara to, have no fun. In the side, we have Burriton Forged Tenders to essentially stop red stuff. We have Path to Exile, which is not in the main at all, to take out more creatures. Cathar Commandos to take out artifacts or enchantments, Containment Priests to stop cheaty things, graveyardy things, Sanctifier Envex again, graveyard things. Extraction Specialists allow us to get anything in our 2-drop slot back, which is good because all of our 2-drops do something, and they don't necessarily need to attack on their own. And some Cursed Totems, again, to stop our opponent's creatures from doing things, because Death and Taxes is the I want to have fun, I don't want you to have fun. So it's been a while since I played Modern Death and Taxes, so this might be incredibly embarrassing, but let's go ahead and hop into some games. Join me, won't you? All right, we won the die roll. Great for us. Let me try and get this chat out the way. Oh, did Mitgo freeze? Sure. Would love to play first. Oh, I would actually love for Mitgo to work, actually. Mitgo? Oh no. I know yesterday, they were having some problems, some DDoS attack stuff. That would actually put a damper on my recording if this is absolutely borked. Wow, this is totally non-responsive. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, might have to pause here and see if I can fix this. Okay, decided it wanted to work. Let's see here. This seems fine. We have a whole bunch of things we can do. We don't have a Vial, we don't have a Giver of Ruins, but we do have Solitudes and Stoneforge Mystics and all of those things. We did lose a solid 20 seconds on our, Gemstone Caverns right off the bat. Let's play Plains, and let's hope real hard we get to live long enough. What's playing Gemstone Caverns? This is unfair elemental decks. Canopy Scamp, sure. That's all you got? Well, we still have Solitude, so I'm just gonna play out Thalia. They also didn't have another land, so they must be trying to go all in. I'm hoping Solitude's able to stop that. Endlehaven, sure. They're gonna come in. I'm just gonna take this. If they do anything weird, I can just ephemerate. I didn't want to put a second luck counter on Gemstone. Okay, so it is just an infect deck. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy I kept the Solitude around. So what we're going to do is Solitude, pitching one of the Archons. Archons. We're going to put the Evoke trigger first, and then this trigger targeting, I guess, the Glistener Elf. See if they try and protect it. Nope. All right, so now we get to ephemerate the Solitude. Get rid of that. And now Thalia even gets to go into swing. So they're back down to 20. Not a ton that's going to be happening here. They have 5 cards in hand, though. Oh, and they scoop the game. All right, Taxes doing Taxes things. What's good? I guess we want the removal. We don't even have much that's great, truth be told. So what do we take out to maybe an Arbiter? Put it in our lone path. That's about it. This deck's pretty set up to be fine. Let's hope we get to do that again. All right, our opponent chooses to play first, which is reasonable. What do we have? We have 3 Volatile Faults and a Leonin Arbiter. Oh no, one's a Ghost Quarter. Is that enough? Is that enough to... no, let's try again. Let's try and find a removal. Sure, the Giver of Rune makes this slightly better. We can get rid of 1 Volatile Fault. We also have a Thalia, which makes it hard for them. Gemstone Mine, sure. Turn 1 Glistener Elf. All right, so we have Giver of Runes turn 1 then. And I will just chump a Giver if I need to. We'll see what they do, because if they do like Might of Old Kroza and stuff like that, they have to do it at sorcery speed along with scale up. So, I mean, if they get us super quick, they get us super quick. Otherwise, the Thalia should be hopefully backbreaking. City of Brass, sure. So they definitely have things they can do. We're gonna risk it, and we're gonna just let them hit us. If they can deal 10 from this position, at least we've learned something. All right, Groundswell, sure. That's a 5/5. Do you have another 5? You don't. Okay, cool. So we're at essentially half dead. But now the Giver of Runes. Oh, okay. So we die. So we can't let them touch us at all. Not at all, you say. So the Arbiters are kind of too slow. A lot of this is too slow. That's kind of brutal. That's all in, isn't it? I guess we just have to hope we find a Solitude. They have a ton of flings and stuff. This is fine because we get to go first. Play a Plains, pass the turn. Have that little thing that doesn't really do anything. Play a Volatile Fault. I'm gonna do the same thing I did the first time and just play a Thalia. We can still Solitude, we just can't ephemerate. Sure, that can only deal us 1 because Thalia is stopping you from doing shenanigans. Fireblade Charger, sure. Another Canopy Scamp. Archon of Emera, but we don't have a land. So we're definitely just gonna do the Solitude trick, so we just pass. All right, they go to attack. Yep, and we pitch Leonin Arbiter, because that's not really doing us any favors right now. The Evoke trigger first. Let's get, these all do the same thing. Base deals its power to any target, deals its power to any target. All right, so it doesn't matter. So let's just get rid of the Scamp and ephemerate Solitude of the other Scamp. We kill the Charger now. Because if we block, it's just gonna kill Thalia. We're at 19. I mean, sure, kill the Thalia if you want. You have to have a bunch of creatures in your hand still, though. And if we find a land, the Archon comes down, and that should also stop them, sort of thing. Or they could just pump it. If they just pump the thing and kill Thalia outright, I suppose that's also a thing. Might of Old Kroza, yeah, it gets +2/+2. Okay, well, at least they had to burn a Might of Old Kroza. Their creature doesn't die, though, so they don't get to take out the Solitude. We need a land so bad, though. Oh, they do just opt to take out the Solitude. All right, so they're down to 2 cards. If we find a land, that's perfect. Oh, they didn't want the Ephemerate to happen. No. Ooh, we found a land. Okay, cool. Perfect. Here's my no fun bird. So now you get 1 spell a turn, opponent. What's your 1 spell that you're playing? Palace Sellsword. Just a 2/2. Okay, that's fine. You can have a 2/2. Path to Exile. Well, that changes what I was going. I'm just gonna play Stoneforge Mystic now. Use Stoneforge Mystic's ability. Get rid of Light and Shadow, apparently. Just sort of Light and Shadow. I mean, I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna be playing Cauldron Complete attack with this. We have the Path to Exile to stop any shenanigans our opponent gets up to. Nope, they just scoop the match. All right, after a couple of false starts on game 2, we finally have one. We had a couple people just kind of bail. Apparently people don't like Death and Taxes. This seems fine. We will keep. We're going first, which seems cool to me. That's the one downside of playing one-on-one matches. Sometimes people just don't want to play. And there's really nothing stopping them from leaving. Those of you who might have seen my original Eldrazi and Taxes video knows that I've even done that. Oh man, that was a video that got semi-aborted and just kind of spat on YouTube, where I hilariously sped everything up. Our opponent's kind of chilling out. All right, is my turn. Let's go out with an Aether Vial. See what our opponent gets up to. Urza's Saga is a good card. Urza's Saga is a good and scary card. However, I have a Leonin Arbiter. All right, so Aether Vial ticks up. I have to put it on the stack because Aether Vial's weird on mid-go. Doesn't just go on the stack, even if it's the only thing. And like Aether Vial's a weird artifact when it comes to that. Opponent's thinking hard about my Aether Vial. Yes, I would like to put a counter on Aether Vial. Sword of Light and Shadow. Well, for later. For now, Leon and Arb. If this is just affinity, this can get out of hand real. Oh, okay. It's Amulet. The Amulet's gonna be a problem, and I don't have much for it at this exact moment. I mean, we're just gonna play Archon. Oh, but they can't. Oh no, they can search because I can just take their whole turn to search with the Arbiter. So we've stalled them for exactly one turn. They do have to pay for Arbiter before that goes on the stack. Okay, so what you're gonna see here now is dude's gonna scoop anywhere between the game and the match. Apparently was unaware that he'd have to tap before. So we're in a much different spot now. Definitely take this up. You have an Ephemerate. Good for that. Let's just swing for 4. And then I'm even just gonna cast Sword of Light and Shadow. And then we'll Aether Vial in Aven Interrupter if they have a spell. We'll do Aven Interrupter if they don't have a spell. There's Valakut. Explore. Well, maybe a different turn on it. Okay, Aven Interrupter doing things. Put that on the stack. We're not gonna tick it up. We'll play a Plains. Got a Ghost Quarter. I guess the green source. Then we're going to equip this to, I suppose, Arbiter. We'll just swing with our boys. Targets. We gain 3 life, and we just pass, and we have Ephemerate and Archon of Amera in our hands. So this game is over. All right. I gotta give them credit for not scooping the whole thing. What are we doing now? Path to Exile. Yeah. Cathar Commandos. Yeah. Arbiters aren't good on the draw. Bring these folks in, and I think that's about it. Let's try that. All right. Game 2. Our opponent gets to go first. But our hand is neat. We have the Cathar Commando. We have Vials. We even have a Thalia. I like how the only time I get these lands is as a pair, which it's even funnier because this is a 61 card deck. Apparently, I didn't even realize that when I was choosing the list. And to have 2 Ajanos in a 61 card deck is so greedy. Right, Urza Saga. I go straight for the Amulet. That's not great. That kind of hurts. Play one of our Ajanos. Play an Aether Vial. We straight up can't do anything, so go to the moon, opponent. Explore. Oh, okay, they didn't do anything. Interesting. Another Aether Vial. Well, in this particular scenario, I'm going to play Thalia because next turn I want to flash in Cathar Commando with the Aether Vial and then just kill the Amulet immediately. If they go off next turn, they go off next turn, but I have the strangest feeling that hopefully Thalia slows them down for half a tick, and that will also allow me to get rid of one of the amulets, because I have the strangest feeling there's going to be more than one. Their amulet, that's so rough. Okay, well, at least it took their entire turn to do that. Right, well, hopefully we draw something of note here. A Plains. That's not exactly of note, if I'm being honest. Put in Cathar Commando. Use Cathar Commando to blow up one of your amulets. Pay for a Vial. Swing in for 2. So our opponent missed a land drop too, which is nice. Although, for those of you playing at home, we are just out of things to do. Okay, so they're stumped on lands at the moment, which is good. Tick up and tick up. Doing something. Oh, are they killing? Are they like disenchanting an Aether Vial with like Nature's Claim or something? Force of Vigor. Joke's on you, opponent. I have nothing in my hand. Sure, I'll use Aether Vial's ability. What else you got, opponent? Oh, another Ghost Quarter. Well, we'll play Silent Clearing. We'll crack Silent Clearing. Hopefully draw. Not that! Not gonna lie. Not that. Sure, at this point, play out another Vial just in case it becomes relevant later. And we'll go the distance with Thalia. So, our opponent seems to be a little screwed, but so are we, truth be told. So are we. I'm not blowing up their stuff with my lands because I don't want them to get colors of any sort. Crumbling Vestige. Okay, so they get color. They can get up to 4 mana. What are they doing with 4 mana? Are they just gonna take out my other Aether Vial? I hope whatever you were doing, you realize it costs 5 and not 4. Dryad of Ilson Grove. Okay, that's unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate, actually. So now they have all the lands in the world. On deck. Come on deck. Show me something cool. Not more lands. Even Interrupter. Okay, that's even fine by me. To play Ghost Quarter and just pass. Whatever they play gets even interrupted. I don't think my deck has enough removalist. Just giving up on paths seems a little rough for a mono deck, but then again, I'm only a couple games in. You can attack. You can attack all you want. Okay, nothing. That's fine by me. Even Interrupter works whenever. There's a Beseiju. Oh, what are you casting? What do you think you're casting? Because you're going to cast it next turn. They decided against it. Okay, cool. Yep, that's cool. An Archon of Amera. Maybe I should have played the Ajano. I'm just going to chill. I have Ajano and even Interrupter. And then next turn, if the Vial gets to 3, Archon can just come out whenever. Just passing. Okay, cool. So now I think we're in an okay spot. Even found a silent click. So I'm just gonna pass. Dismember Thalia full fat. Even Interrupter. And now when they go to replay the Dismember, the Archon of America comes out and they don't get another thing. They don't get another game action. Boreal Grazer. Well, hope you like that, Boreal. You have to cast Dismember now. Okay, so now Archon's in play and they can't cast Dismember. Well, I guess they can actually cast it on turn. We do have the Ajana though. Got that going for, which is nice. We're gonna cash in this clearing. All right, they didn't put anything into play. Keep Vial on 3, I believe. We drew a Vial off of the clearing, which I'm glad we didn't spend an entire turn drawing. Another Ghost Quarter. Sure, those will become important right now. Here's an Aether. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack with my 2 guys. Kill that thing. I mean, it's already blocked, but at least now it's not gonna keep stumping my damage. Amulet of Vigor, that's not good. I mean, we do have a clock. Not a particularly good clock, if I'm being honest. I think they only have 3 forests in their deck, so if we Ghost Quarter everything, we actually do go into Strip Mine mode. I wonder if that's the right call. Guess we'll see what we draw. That one is a no. This one is a yes. Just a Giver of Runes. So let's attack over the top. Let's try Strip Mine. So take out the forest. Take out forest. Take out the forest. Do they have a 4th one? No. All right. Strip Mine mode activate. Got that. Okay. So now they have 2 mana and we pass. Another Grazer. Sure thing, boss. Watch us like draw a sword immediately now that I've gotten rid of my lands. Oh, I forgot to flash in Giver. That's fine. No on the 3. Yes on the 1. Skyclave Appetizer. That even sounds like a dish. Do I want an amulet or do I want the Dryad? I guess the Dryad's not doing anything. I can just take an amulet. That makes their things less good. Like, yeah, the Dryad lets me get in a little bit more damage. The getting rid of the amulet actually stops them. Another Grazer. Okay, maybe I'm gonna start to regret that now. I really hope we can find something of note here. Oh man, this is so slow. If you attack, I'm not blocking. You can attack all you want. I'm at 20. That thing does 2 damage. Okay, no thank you. Okay, thank you. Ajano Castle, sure. Let's even give Thalia, Pro Green. Actually, it doesn't even make sense to swing with the flyers, does it? You just swing with the Thalia. Cool, we got nothing. I guess what you're supposed to do is just swing with everything, and whatever they block with the Dryad, you give Pro Green, now I think about it. Oh my, it's another Arboreal Grazer. So now my land doesn't even work anymore, so I just have to go slow. Right, these are never going up again, so okay, no, okay, no. Another Giver of Runes, sure thing, boss. Let's give, I don't know, Archon this time. Pro Green, put you to 4. All right, and here comes Giver. So I'm showing lethal opponent. What do you have? And we win. What is going on, mid-go? Okay, it fixed itself. It fixed itself. Game 3, we win the die roll. No colored mana. Sure thing, boss. We probably even put back Sword of Light and Shadow, right? Yep. Our opponent kept 7, so I'll just give her Sword of Light and Shadow. We have a Stoneforge. Play the Ajano, play the Giver. And next turn, Arbiter is going to depend on what they play. If we think we could just lock them out with Arbiter, we'll do that. If we think the Stoneforge Mystic, actually do something plan is better, but it depends on what they play. Bloodstained Mire, crack. What are they getting with the Bloodstained Mire? A mountain. Oh, is Giver dying? Giver dies. So this feels like burn. We have 2 Stoneforge Mystics, so that means we're probably doing that first. Cool. Yep. We'll swing for the fences here and we'll get Culture Complete. The second one will get sort of Fire and Ice. But I have to imagine they need to Blood Crypt. Oh, is this just scam? Okay. Whoopsie. Molten Collapse? Feels like Molten Collapse. Collective Brutality, 2 modes. Discarding Seasoned Pyromancer. Kills my thing, takes an Ephemerate. Fine by me. We draw Sword of Light and Shadow. Right? How much removal do you have, opponent? Because I have a Stoneforge Mystic. Fire and Ice. Now, if it lives, I have a Cauldra, and you have to do something about Cauldra, and if it doesn't live, I feel sad. Honestly, this hand turns to pieces if my Stoneforge dies. Please don't kill it. Oh, okay. Bolt. I mean, I'm sure Stoneforge is dying here. I don't know how yet. They're not playing a creature. Just a Collective Brutality. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Draw Archon of Amera. Look at all my 3 drops. Here's my Leonin Arbiter. I need lands so bad. It took a moment to read Leonin Arbiter. Do read Leonin Arbiter. How it's played on Mitgo is a little hard. Remember, click the cat before you go searching. Lightning Bolt. When it plays what? Stinger what? I'm sorry? Oh, okay. Sure. They're gonna play a big 7/7, huh? I'm even gonna play Thalia out because I need to do something, but I feel as though this giant 5/5 is going. It seems like they're just trying to empty their hand as quick as possible and play a 7/7, which, don't get me wrong, is scary. Paying 3 mana for what? Another Stinger back. All right. So here comes the first Stinger. Yep. That's a 5/5. All right. So we're going up against a brew that seems to have our number. If we draw Solitude, though, we're still in this. Aether Vial. Aether Vial's not going to do it. We need lands, and we need them soon. So we're going to start taking a lot of damage. We're already at 13 thanks to Silent Clearing and Collective Brutalities. We do have things in the sideboard, though. We have pro-red creatures. We have pro-black stuff. Sword of Light and Shadow and Sword of Fire and Ice are both good, but like we need to find removal at this point because just stumbling on lands hurt us so much. Seasoned Pyromancer, go to town, opponent. I tip my hat to you playing what to me looks like a brew. I've never seen Stingerback before. Oh man, look at him go. Basking Rootwalla? I like everything that you're doing, opponent. I'm super dead as well. Go ahead, just deal 2. Why not? All right, so black-red fun deck. Okay, I can get behind it. I can also get dumpstered by it. Just goes to show you how strong Death and Taxes is at the moment. Tick that up. We're pretty done though. What do we draw? Nothing of note, and we're out of here. All right, so Containment Priests seem good. Path to Exile should just be in the deck. And Sanctifier Envec also seems like hard. Arbiters just don't seem like it right now. Mystics are good. Givers are good. Ephemerates are okay. Archons are fine. Interrupters are okay. Actually, they're particularly good against our particular opponent. Let's take one Ephemerate out for that. And then let's nip one Thalia, one Archon. And let's try and do a little bit of hosing from there. All right. Sure. We got things and stuff. So turn 1, Vial. Turn 2, Thalia and Giver of Ruins via the Vial. If they do just Thoughtseize me or something, because opponent isn't playing a budget deck, they're playing a brew, and the brew does seem like if you're not, just nothing turn 1, hey? Sure. So do they surveil into the bin? No. Okay, so I liked whatever was on top, which I don't like personally. I wish they wouldn't. I do realize that's a Sword of Light and Shadow, but I do think Thalia is more important, this exact junction. This will essentially make them take their own turn trying to deal with it, and then Giver of Runes gets to live and protect our Containment Priest and or Sanctifier. Because Sanctifier, while it doesn't seem like they're doing much with their graveyard, does have protection from their deck. Oh, they don't have anything. That's even better. Either that or they saw this next move coming. One of the two. Okay, well, that works. We would not be upset with a land right now. Not upset at all. We also have to make sure we sequence this right, because Containment Priest will exile our own thing off of Aether Vial if we don't do them in the right order. Opponent seems to be thinking about something. I think they're trying to kill the Vial, which would be unfortunate for me. Opponent is now really thinking about what just happened here. Wonder if they're upset. I mean, they're up a game, so they don't have too much to be upset about, truth be told. Opponent is incredibly interested in my Vial trigger. I'm not sure why my opponent would be. I mean, maybe something happened. Maybe their dog needed to be let out, or there's somebody who needed something, but it's actually kind of rare that you see Salt Scoops via timing out on mid-go. And also, like, my opponent won the first game, so I don't see why they would do that now. And we win the match for some reason. Weird. Not sure why my opponent just scooped there, but hey, 3-0 technically. Let's go to match 4. Okay, so technically on a winning streak right now. Match 4. We finally lose a die roll though. Double Vial, single land hand. A little slow, but back in the day that used to work. Let's see if it does now. So Vial, and then lights, camera, action. What is our opponent up to? And so burn? Yeah, okay, so this is burn. So this might be too slow of a hand versus that. We do have Solitudes in the deck though. Please draw me a land, opponent. That would be actually pretty cool. Hey, opponent's a good guy. All right, so next turn we get to do things. Although them going first and us choosing a slower start's probably not the best thing. Burn has also fallen out of favor as of late. Rift Bolt, sure. Lava Spike me, sure. We draw another planes. All right, so we play a land. I'm even going to play the Arbiter now. They can Rift Bolt it, but that means we save ourselves 3 damage. The Giver of Runes is going to come out at some point, and then hopefully that will protect the Archon, which will help us turn this game around, I hope. If they go straight face, though, that's kind of unfortunate. Please just kill the Arbiter. Please, if you target the Arbiter, 2 mana to gain 3 life versus burn when they're on 2 cards in hand is actually pretty okay. Okay, I can dig it. Swifty, sure. It's your final card for this turn. Bolt or Lava Spike? Lightning Bolt, sure. So we take a lot, like a lot. If anyone can hear something weird in the background, it's just my laundry. So we're going to be pretty low, but we get to have multiple creatures out next turn. Ephemerate. I forgot to do the Vial again. That might cost me the game. Boy. That is unfortunate. That's bad. That's very bad. Well, here you go, Archon. If I lose, it's because I didn't put the Giver out when I was supposed to, because I'm not paying attention, because I was distracted by my laundry. Last thing, a bolt. Searing Blaze. Okay, and we die. We die because I misplayed. Whoopsie. That's the thing about that is really the thing about taxes. Like, you feel like you could have won a lot of games, but a single misplay and you're sent back to the Phantom Zone. We actually have quite a lot here. Hey, Arbiters, I reckon. They don't really do any. Take out 2 more things. 1 even interrupter. Sort of Light and Shadow gains life. I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna cut a land. Try this. All right, here we go. 1 land. I should have called that happening. Mulligan. All the lands. More time. We seriously just gonna lose to RNG. So Cauldra, Sword of Light and Shadow, Extraction Specialist, done. Mold of 4, you say? That's so rough. All right, here's my little blocker. I mean, we're super behind the 8 ball here. Our opponent kept 7. We had to mold a 4 to get a playable hand. I mean, if they have Skullcrack too, they have Skullcrack, but at least the little Forge Duder helps. Goblin Guide, that's fine. Doesn't actually do anything right now. We really do have to go runner on our draws, though. Not exactly what I meant, deck. Not exactly at all. So now we just put up the Great Wall of Defense and hope really hard. There's 1 of 3 mountains. Eidolon, sure thing. Sanctifier is even worth the damage. We bolt ourselves, essentially, and get the Sanctifier out. And that's even going to help us on a little offense soon. Every turn we get to try and draw new things is a turn closer to winning. Vile. We shock ourselves for Vile. No, I don't think that even matters anymore. I'm just gonna hang out. We need like a flyer to start dealing damage. Bolting Thalia? Or just a Lava Spike, sure. If I get dealt 3, go to 14. Another Sanctifier. See, to me, that is worth the bolt. And I attack with a Sanctifier. The Thalia is even good because even if they can't Skullcrack right now because of Thalia. Well, they can now. Lightning Bolting Thalia. So they have to go fetch something. They fetched another mountain. Cool. Lightning Helix of sorts? Searing Blaze. Yeah, no Searing Blaze, please. Keep my Thalia. Now they still have no attack. Volatile Fault. Okay, well, I guess we start Strip Mine. Hey, that should be their last mountain. Taste it. And my friends, that is what happens when you play just a stock list. Do I swing? I dare swing. I'm not going to at this point. I'm gonna chill. Because they can have another Searing Blaze and then it just lights out. Just Lightning Bolt, targeting Thalia. Yeah, no, not much I can do about that, unfortunately. We'll draw. Just a land. Well, even lets me sack draw. Giver of Runes, I don't think is worth it right now. I mean, we'll play the Vile now. Take our 2. And hopefully that's the last bit of damage we take off the Eidolon. And we'll just kind of hang out. They could totally draw 3 bolts and just get us. They might even have 3 bolts in hand right now. Where? Oh, okay, sure. Put themselves to 8. Creatures are still the Great Wall of Nope. Another land. More lands. No, I think we just have to chill out here until we find something of note. What would be great is Extraction Specialist because it has lifelink. Oh, that's not good. Now they have white. There's so much that can go wrong now that they have white. Lightning Helix is the worst thing we could see because not only do they deal us damage, but they gain life. That is actually the worst. We need to kill that white source if we want to get to game 3. The unfortunate part of this is I have to take my land drop to redraw. Even Interrupter might do it. We'll see what their spell is. Lightning Bolt. Even Interrupt. If they just have 2 more bolts, we're just Boros Charm just kills us. And we go down to burn. Nothing we can do there. We are that was match 4, so we're 3-1 going to the final one. Catch you there. All right, final game of the recording, and we win the die roll. We'll keep. So Vile all action, hey? Now, Brian, I'm looking directly at you. Play your Giver of Runes. Don't keep forgetting to activate it and put it into play, you absolute clown. Street Wraith, sure. Street Wraith again. This just Shadow? Looks like Shadow. Feels like Shadow. Thought seizes like Shadow. I do have redundancy, though. I would probably go for the Solitude. Giver of Runes. On that, I'm gonna draw another colorless land. All right, so we have a Ghost Quarter. We don't have any colored lands. We need to draw a colored source if we want to Archon next turn. Thought Seize again. Well, here's Giver. Take the Archon. Do they just play a Shadow? Unholy Heat. Sure. I'm gonna put themselves to 6, but we are in no position to deal them any damage, which isn't good. On even Interrupter. Not what we're looking for. Murktide. That's rough. We can wait on the Solitude. We don't have to do it right now. Set up. Another Volatile Fault. So I think we just Solitude, pitching Solitude to that thing. They go back to 12. That goes away. I'm even gonna basic check them. Rid of the black source. Lands aren't doing me any favors, so okay. Well, you get 1 land, and I have an Aven Interrupter. Oh, that's just hilarious. Keep the Aven Interrupter for now. No, sort of Fire and Ice. Well, unfortunately, I am just gonna go all in here. That's so silly. Oh, well, they had one basic, agreed a mana base, got them hard. We'll probably just play out Aven Interrupter regardless of what happens next turn. Yeah, we gotta start capitalizing on this, even if there's no spell to nip with that. No, we're good. We don't need to add anything to that. We've already gotten rid of 2 of our Solitudes, so what are the chances we draw one? Giver. No, I don't think we're playing Giver with our 1 mana. Actually, tell a lie, we probably should. It's something we can actually play, and it will protect our damage source, because if they go like land Unholy Heat. All right. Well, this is starting to look a lot nicer. So it would appear modern metabases have gotten incredibly greedy again. Sort of Light and Shadow. Sure thing, guys. Sure thing up and down. Outside of a punt that ended up costing us an entire match, Axis still seems like you can kind of sneak around. What do we draw? Oh, they had to go to discard. Oh no. Ooh, we found land. Look at us. Shadow plays really low land to begin with, so the fact that we were able to kind of nip them is cool. Flawless victory. All right. Against Shadow, Sanctifiers seem cool. That's about it. The Arbiters, I mean, we're on the play, so we can get rid of those. You know what? I'll keep 2 Arbiters. I'll get rid of 1 Ephemerate, and I'll just play these 3 guys. Let's try that. All right. So we really don't want to mull against the Thoughtseize deck, but luckily, I mean, turn 1, they Thoughtseize us. They get Aether Vial. Turn 2, oh, okay. Or they play Dragon Rage Channeler. That is the start, isn't it? Well, it's not Ragavan, so that's a thing. Get to look at our top card. Tell me if it's a good one, opponent. Cool. They get to draw a card. I mean, that's a really strong start. However, I have an Aether Vial. Next turn, I'll have a Sanctifier, which is going to turn your Dragon Rage Channeler off. What say you, opponent? Other than, they say play a land, Dashavan, which I'm pretty sure is what's about to happen to us. Okay, yep, this is all falling into place for a Dashavan. Oh, another Dragon Rage Channeler. Well, that makes my Sanctifier so much better. A Ghost Quarter. Well, that's something to play with later, but for right now, here's my Sanctifier, which now that it's on the field, unless you play Petty Theft / Brazen Borrower, probably stops your Dragon Rage Channelers from ever flipping over. Or not flipping, getting their Delirium. So thanks for playing, opponent. Very Grave, deal themselves 2. Bobble, sure, they really get to search the top of their library for an answer here. Here's looking at me, kid. Dragon Rage Channelers are behind the Great Wall of Sanctifier Envec. I get to draw another card, though. Yes, I will use it. Ephemerate. Neat. Not what I need right now, though. Here's a Sword of Light and Shadow. Cool. No attack. And we flash in Stoneforge Mystic at the end of their turn. Death Shadow. Sure thing, buddy. Oh, I did it again! Did it again. And again. And again. And again. I can't believe I keep doing that. I'm so bad at Magic the Gathering. So we might lose again due to good old fumble fingers here. All right, what do we draw? Please draw me like a Solitude so I can, well, them's the breaks, isn't it? Okay. Equip this to Stoneforge Mystic. I gotta kill it. Oh, they're gonna Lightning Bolt it. Well, sure. Surveil. We have Ephemerate. So I believe the term is Womp Womp. So go get Sword of Fire and Ice. Try and unpunt myself here. Equip just kind of falls a bit. We take a damage, lay out a Giver of Runes, and we try and not get Teamered out of the game here. It'll push the Stoneforge. Well, yeah, that's unfortunate. Drown in the Lock, the Giver, sure. For a thing, boss. We need to find a piece of removal. We're gonna do no to both of these. A land. Sword of Fire and Ice. Equip it to Sanctifier. Just gonna chill. And then next turn, we're going to equip Sword of Light and Shadow and just try and win the game that way. It has protection from their entire deck, so I don't see a way they get around this right now. Last card is Shieldred's Edict! Oh man. Seriously, you punt once with Death and Taxes and you do not recover. The deck does not forgive you. Oh man, that's so rough. We could have had a Cauldra on the field. Now we're gonna die. That's so rough. Archon of Amera. Okay, so here comes Archon, and we're gonna give Archon... Oh, I could have... Man, I'm just playing poor right now. We're gonna give it Pro Black. We could have given it both swords, but we chose not to because I'm just so... Man, Taxes really does weigh on you, and I'm a bad Magic player to begin with, but Taxes is such a hard deck to play. Is their last card something that just ends us? If it's another Shieldred's Edict, that hurts so much. What is it? Murktide. Okay, sure. I don't think that changes anything. All right, we super need to draw, like, land would be nice. Okay, okie dokie. What can we do here, though? So we play 7, Cauldra comes out. Yeah, and then we just have to take 5 from the Murktide reach. Because we can't, because it would have been 4 +2 + 2 would have been 8. We just kind of hang out. If they get Delirium, that's bad. If they have targeted removal that can somehow get around what we have right now, that's bad. But if all they do is attack with Murktide, oh, okay, they're done. You can even attack with Murktide opponent. Sure, that's just one less blocker. Counter, nope. Volatile, Vault. No, we'll just, sort of Fire and Ice, I guess. That doesn't matter, that has Trample, that has Flying. I guess it doesn't matter, we'll just do this so that it spreads it out a bit. We have to overkill the Shadow. Return Sanctifier to our hand. Deal 2 damage to what? I guess we have to deal it to the Dragon's Channeler. We also get to draw, which is nice. We gain 3. Oh, we have 2 Sanctifiers now. Here's the first Sanctifier. We go to no, we have to keep our life up as much as possible. We can start killing stuff though, so get rid of that. Didn't even bother searching. Okay, don't draw Bolt opponent. This is really close though. Do you have removal opponent? If it's an Edict, I'm killing Archons so fast you have no idea. Hey, we win the match. We're 4-1. Let's go to the wrap up. All right, everyone. That was pretty good. We lost to Burn. We lost to Burn because of a punt, and you heard me, and I'm sure you even felt my annoyance in myself. You have to play Death and Taxes in Modern perfect. No errors if you want to win. Once you start making a single error, it just compounds, and it's just over and over and over again. There's no forgiveness in this deck anymore. Back in the day, there used to be, when Modern was a little slower and the threats weren't as crazy, but these days, you gotta hit it every time, and I am just not good enough to do that. So it was fun. It was nice to bring out. I gotta admit to you guys, though, I have a headache. Playing this deck honestly gives me a headache. I think if it wasn't for the fact that I have such nostalgia for Death and Taxes, I wouldn't even play it anymore. Because, oh my god, is this such a punishment to play. I'm sure it doesn't feel good to play against either. Now, there were funny moments. We got to completely strip mine out that Shadow player from the game, and we did end up winning that match, but yeah, you go up against Burn, which is the benchmark, and it just didn't win. I can blame the punt all I want, but in the end, I lost. It was a 4-1, but that's still a decent showing for Death and Taxes in Modern, in my opinion. Sorry for the misplay, folks. I am who I am, but hey, if you want to see me play anything in particular, go ahead and email me at heydummyplaythis@gmail.com. That's heydummyplaythis@gmail.com, and I will catch you folks later. Thank you very much for watching until the end of the video. If you're not subscribed, please do so, and I will catch you next time. Later.